All right, do me a favor. Do not pay too much attention to the mess behind me, which is a simple representation of my state of mind. Let's just say I'm preoccupied, not necessarily by anything particularly vile or evil. Just bored in general. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's in the news cycle in general. I feel like the one thing that a lot of people fail to recognize that this isn't a uniquely American problem. Obviously, anyone outside of America would probably concur and agree with that perspective because they probably witness it at different times in different contexts, etc. But I feel like what we fail to reconcile with is how unevolved as beings we actually are. Because I feel like everything else is our true nature is just, masqueraded by diplomacy, by civility, all those little attributes that we try to enforce within our cultures to different extents. Obviously, each culture having its own different rules on it, but then fundamentally, we still have that, that ridiculous, savagely core that exists. And at the end of the day, I think we forget that we're just basically animals. And I feel like the reason why I don't want to go too fine or too far deep in discussion of this is one thing I'm starting to realize at the end of the day is it doesn't matter how well or how good your intentions may be regarding certain things. At the end of the day, you are still limited by your nature and therefore the collective nature of your society as well. And this is not a problem solve video or hey, listen to me, this is what I have an understanding of. Hey. I felt like we just need to go back internally in terms of how much of the evolution work we want to put in our system, because at the end of the day, you can make ridiculous claims about how certain people behave a certain way, argue in the comment section whether it's nature or nurture, but then I feel like on an individual basis you just, I don't know, you just gotta evolve. And this is not coming from a go get it mindset, hashtag goals, like some entrepreneur, whatever, trying to sell you a course or something. But I think at the end of the day, we just have to consciously evolve, because I feel like that's the unique thing about humanity. It's that a few among us that were brilliant enough to come up with inventions to change the way we live, forced us to change the way we think about things. But at the end of the day, we just basically mammals. So I don't know. It's, yeah, just whatever it is that you need to do to evolve. Whether your evolution involves you joining a sports team intramurally so that you can socialize more and actually deal with conflicts and wins and losses, whether it's reading a book. And I'm not gonna argue in this segment about, oh, non-fiction, you're wasting your time, you might as well binge Netflix, blah blah blah. As long as you the thing about books is just it just makes you interact with things with intent, especially in a society that's all over the place in general. So whatever that looks for you, it could be something as simple as just giving time to yourself to think about your existence. Because I feel like we find ourselves in this weird existential predicament. Not necessarily because, oh, we finally, something clicked and we are blown away and we are grappling with. It's usually when something insignificant happens and our interpretation of that throws us into that deep end, whereby we start questioning a lot of existential issues. And I feel like there's more that we can do for ourselves. And I know the old adage, charity begins at home, it ends exactly where it begins. It starts with you. Just shape yourself, shape your environment, and collectively it just either weeds out the bad apples on some Darwinism shit, or everyone else assimilates to a more evolved culture in general. And like, none of this kumbaya, hey, whatever, hey, because it's like, it's reaching your point of exhaustion. And as you can tell, I'm not very enthusiastic. There's probably a video I haven't posted a video in ages because I've been literally working on a lot of things. Just working, like, I haven't been enjoying my video games. I haven't been doing even anything fun for myself per se. But I just feel like I need to put this thoughts just so that I can think about what I'm thinking. So, if you like this, share it and subscribe. It's literally open ended. You can apply it to whatever situation is affecting you. Nobody cares except you. And that's all we need you to do. Just care more about yourself. You know, people will call it selfish, but I feel like everyone is selfish. But the extension of your being can be broad. Like, I'm selfish, but my community is part of me. Everything I do for myself, I do for my, you know what I mean? And I know it's like, it's probably like a literary device that orators use to like justify, try to sound whatever. It's like, at the end of the day, that's just the way I'm seeing it. But if you're still here, man, I don't know. But try to put more ideas, organize myself in my room as well. So, but it's free to post. Let's use YouTube as storage because I'm not paying for a cloud account. What am I, a bowler?